Hello there. What is going on, everybody? We've got some news that you simply won't believe. It is the list that AMG may be banning from Adepticon. It is the news that they don't want you to hear. It is also the biggest clickbait title I have ever done, admittedly so, as challenged by the Armada community. I am going to Adepticon. I've got it booked. Registration is now open. Actually opened up yesterday for Adepticon 2025 in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I am going to be there. My buddy Sean is going to be there. It's going to be both of our first time going to Adepticon. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit in today's video, as well as what I'm actually... The you won't believe part is a little bit of an exaggeration, because you might, if you've been watching me long enough, you know you might actually believe what I'm planning on running at the Star Wars Armada World Championships. So yes, Adepticon registration opened up yesterday. A lot of the events sold out right away. A lot of stuff I was able to get into, like a single painting workshop, which seems really cool, and that's a lot of stuff went very, very quick. It's going to be exciting. I don't know what to expect. I wasn't sure what I should book or what I shouldn't book. But I will be. I'll be doing some streaming. I'll be doing some video content, and it's going to be super big. Also, we are doing a new round of the $25 Amazon gift card giveaway that is running all week long till the end of this week. So make sure you're subscribed and leave a comment on this or one of my videos, and that automatically enters you to win that. I typically announce winners towards the end of my videos, so make sure you're doing that. And also check links in the video description below. You can jump in our Discord, you can jump social media stuff, all that good stuff that's going on there. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the publishers that I'm interested in seeing and things I'm interested in taking a look at Adepticon 2025, and kind of just a little bit of a heads up, and really a way to let you guys know that I'm going to be there. So if you see me, you can say hi if you want. I might have some cards, or might even have a Crabbok coin or two. Who knows? But yeah. So it's cool to bump into folks. I have not been, and I'm kind of excited about this too. I have not been to a gaming convention since, I want to say, Gen Con 2021. It was maybe, or it was 21 or 22. I'm not sure which one it was. But ever since COVID, it's been, like I was doing a lot more conventions in 2017, 2018, 2019, and then everything stopped, and then I did one, and it wasn't as, I don't know, things were weird, and it wasn't as good for me personally. And then money got tight, as it happens, and so a lot of stuff has changed. But I'm going to Adepticon, and I'm excited about that. I registered for the Armada tournament. Now, I'm leaving Sunday, so I really hope I don't make the finals, because then I'd have to play Sunday or something like that. So I hope I do pretty poorly. Let's talk about the news that you won't believe. What am I planning on running in my Armada list for Adepticon? I am planning on running Ackbar Nebulons. It is the most absurd list that I could think of, and whenever I've run it, I've always had a good time. I figured if I get stuck running the same list over and over and over again, I want it to be something fun, and I think Ackbar Nebulons are fun. I think they're underrated, because it seems like, why would you run Ackbar on a ship that's forward-focused as opposed to a ship that's side-focused? And I'm like, haha, because your opponent thinks you'll be forward-focused, and then there'll be no weak spot. Good luck trying to get in my they may try to get in my front arc, but in doing so, they may actually give me like double Ackbar slash on the same ship. And if you go up against a Super Star Destroyer, or even a large ship, if you can kind of T-bone a large ship, it's really, really cool. But again, I want to have a good time. I also want small ships that I can easily fit in my checked bags or my carry-on, things like that. So that's another bonus for all of it. And I think ultimately, since it's the last official Worlds for Armada, it'd be just fun to make memories. And I will hope that everybody that I end up playing has a great time and walks away with a win, and they can say, I just got to beat Crabbok. I just beat the pants off of this Ackbar Nebulons hooligan over here. So that's kind of one of the things that I'm also aiming for as well, and maybe to get some participation prizes and promos that I can turn around and give back to you guys, like all of the 12 Days of Life Day stuff and a lot of that stuff that's going out on Patreon right now. So what else am I excited about for Adepticon 2025? I gotta say, it's strangely enough not as excited about AMG's studio reveal. Although it might be interesting to go, I just don't know how they are right now. They seem like they're in such a state of flux, and of course it's no secret I'm very annoyed with their handling of X-Wing and Armada, and honestly also Legion. Legion's in such a weird spot right now, whether there's no new products being or at least reprinted, because everything is being made that's new. So they've been like, everything's been sold out for 6 months or more, and hardly anything you can get. And it's going to be that way for a long time to come. So I just feel like they're doing so much damage to every single game that they took from FFG. So I'm debating whether or not I even want to go to that panel, because I don't really want to hear them just gush about Marvel Crisis Protocol and Shatterpoint anymore, because I might have to bring a barf bag with me. It's just strange to me that they killed off two of the most successful miniatures games of all time, and didn't even think twice about it. It was ridiculous to me. But there's lots of other. The good news is there's lots of other cool stuff. So WizKids is going to be at Adepticon. They're going to be doing a little bit of. They're going to be doing a lot of learn to plays for Star Trek Into the Unknowns. I'm hoping to talk to those guys a little bit. Maybe they'll have a little something, a little spoiler, a little early sneak peek at some of the next stuff that's coming out for Star Trek Into the Unknown. Let's see if I can get that. I'll try to do some streaming. Interested to talk to Monster Fight Club and see what new stuff they have to show off. Interested to really just see that this is the first year that they're doing it in Milwaukee in the Baird Center. So that's fun. It's also going to be my first year at the Baird Center, and my first year in Milwaukee, and my first year ever at Adepticon. I'm interested in seeing what GW does. They're supposed to be having a big Warhammer event, as what you would expect. Really hoping to see some cool stuff come out of Games Workshop. I have been playing Age of Sigmar a little bit more this past year, and started an Ogre Maw Tribes army. I'm really hoping that the Ogre Maw Tribes get something, or at least hinted that they're gonna do some kind of refresh or some new units, or at least reprinting some of that stuff, because some of their models are so old. A lot of stuff you can't get anymore. So love to see some love come down for the ogres. But anything they have to reveal is going to be exciting and good for that. So I'm looking forward to that. Also looking forward to seeing what. Let me see. What else did I have in here? The painting workshops. I want to see some of the Golden Demon entries. I know Sean is going to be entering some stuff in Golden Demon, so that's going to be fun. I'm going to try to get a Drop Fleet Commander demo, so learn properly how to play Drop Fleet Commander. The one that was advertised, I talked about this on Discord a little bit. They had a Drop Fleet Commander learn to play, but it was suggested that you bring your own fleets because they only had so many. And I'm like, well, how are they going to do a learn to play if you already have to have your own fleet? And then it was designed to teach you only the gap between first and second edition. And I'm like, okay, well, that's, I don't know. I hope there's more to it than that. I hope they're actually willing to teach, because it's been the biggest problem why I haven't done more Drop Fleet Commander coverage, is that I would benefit from some, and I've tried this at one of the last Gen Cons I went to actually sit down and have somebody teach, because I've read through the rule books and stuff, and it just doesn't all come together for me. Maybe it's my slow old brain that's just not liking this. I want to see more demos, and actually be able to do it. Actually be able to play. So I'm hoping that they do that there, because why not? Why wouldn't you teach the game at Adepticon, the biggest miniatures convention, and you just launched the second edition? Why wouldn't you do that? So looking forward to that. I don't know how well I'm going to do in the Armada Worlds tournament. Frankly, I'm not that worried about it. They're also going to be open gaming, so get eliminated right away, and then maybe play some pickup games and see. So root for me to lose, so this way I'll have more free time to cover everything else that's going on. So that'll be a fun thing. I think we're going to arrive Wednesday, and so one of the classes I'm doing with Alfonso Giraldez at Wednesday at 6. So I'm doing that one. learning to paint faces, because if you've seen any of my painting videos, I hate painting faces. So I'm actually going to try and get a little better at painting faces. Because I usually, like if I'm painting like a Sabine Wren or whatever, I'm putting the helmet on, because I can paint helmets so much easier than I can paint faces. So I'm looking forward to learning how to paint faces a little bit better. That'll be a fun one. I got to remember to bring my own brushes, though. So maybe I'll have to get some better brushes. Because if I brought my current brushes, they'd all be like frazzled and stuff. If you saw my brushes right now, you would be like, what are you using those for? And I'm like, they've still got life in them. I promise. And then maybe getting into like one of the Halo Flashpoint events. There's like a draft event on Thursday. It would be kind of fun to do. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, because that's also the same time that the Armada Worlds. That starts on Thursday, doesn't it? Or does that start on Friday? Oh, that's right. The Armada World starts on Friday, so there's really nothing to do Thursday. So my Thursday is kind of open, so I'll probably be doing a lot of convention hall stuff, seeing, going from vendor to vendor, looking at new things and seeing what they have. And maybe I'll bump into some of you guys there. So that will be fun. And so that's basically it. And I do apologize a little bit for the clickbait headline. It was there was a joke going on in one of the Armada discords about how you're not officially going until you've made a clickbait video about it, and then there were a lot of suggested headlines and things like that. So I decided I would go with it and then use it as an opportunity to talk about Armada and talk about Adepticon and talk about all the other things I'm looking forward to with Adepticon. Maybe there'll be some pretty cool Legion news coming out of Adepticon 2025. The studio panel that AMG does, they would probably announce some new Legion stuff. I'm curious if they're going to address the lack of product and give people some reassurance that like the game isn't going to just kind of fall apart, because like it's weird, because like X-Wing was kind of in this position, like reprints are coming. They said this was happening with Armada, reprints are coming, and they're like, oh yeah, they're not coming, and so like I would just hate for Legion to fall into the same spot, but we have no control over that. So hopefully they'll give people a warm fuzzy as it comes down to that, because it definitely seems like they're trying to do to relaunch Legion. I just feel like they bit off more than they can chew, and that's why everything is sold out and there's no product availability. And I don't know, it's hard because so many new players trying to get into these games, and not having any product is just ridiculous to me. I don't know how you could take 3 of the best games ever and hand them to AMG and just end up with like no product for any of them. It's just absolutely bizarre. So, well, the worst thing you could do is show up, to Adepticon with a shirt that says like always murdering games AMG or something like that. That would be the worst thing you could do. I'm not selling a shirt like that either, but I'm sure some enterprising young fellow might come up with it. All right, that's gonna do it for this video. I'll talk to you guys later. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to my patrons. You guys are out of this world. I'll talk to you later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. So say we all. The spice must flow. And always wash your socks. See ya.